Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely what I say, and if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Yeah. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, they will pass. It's Sunday, April 26th, and you are here for the 302nd episode of We Got Your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. Right now, you're listening to WeP3 Radio, proudly produced in sponsorship with Reads Across America Radio. Together, we share a mission to remember the fallen, honor those who have served, and to teach the future generations the value of freedom. A freedom bought and paid for by the brave men and women who have worn our national and local uniforms. Stay tuned for We Got Your 6 at 6, now playing on WeP3 Radio, Simple Man by Jamey Wayne. I want you to do this for me, son, if you can.
Trucker. Tom Cruise. Roll out. You're watching or listening to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. We are We the People, the People's Patriot Project.
For a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and ideas, or want to help continue the mission, you have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we are the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be a part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Here's the WeP3 team bringing you today's best heroes hits in the Boots on underground organizations that are saving lives. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Truck it up.
Hey there. It's Andrea Eichmann from the People's Patriot Project, and I am here with Mark and Frank, as I am every Sunday night at 1800 Central Time. We are here for our show, We Got Your 6 at 6. Every week we bring you a guest and a musician, and we share the good and sometimes not so good things that are happening in our world. This week, we have some amazing people in the studio. We've got Noel Mitchell with Rebuild the Brave, and we're going to have music with Jamey Peacock. So hang on tight, and we will get that rolling. Let me just throw out a couple thank yous to our sponsors. We've got Catch 22 with none other than the Godfather, Derek Iozio. He is part of the People's Patriot Project, and he is always here to support not just us, but he is out there with his peer mentor group supporting tons of others as well. If you have any questions, comments, his link is in the comment section if you would like to reach out to him. We also then have our friends over at Operation Texas Strong, where they take donated RVs, trailers, campers, and they put them in the hands of homeless veterans to give them a home. And they have upgraded all this stuff. And they also now even have a little campground and a little campground store. You guys they're moving on up. To all our sponsors, our guests, and our listeners, we thank you. And before we dive into this week's show, we'd like you to take a moment to join us for this amazing version of the Star Spangled Banner with Dave Bray, USA. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take the time to stand if you are capable of standing. Out of honor and respect, please remove your covers and prepare yourself how you need to show your greatest gratitude for the amazing freedoms and liberties we have achieved under one of the most powerful symbols in the world. Please cast your attention as we respect our old glory.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's
Texas.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Start your
I just got three
engine.
things to say.
And it's going to loop.
God
It's
bless
not
our
supposed to loop.
troops. God bless
Tonight
America. And
has been
gentlemen.
one of the most interesting starts of the show we've had in a long, long time. And the fun part is no one even gets to know about it, and that's okay. So we're down a couple channels. I've reset those about a dozen times, and they're not taken. So if some of the crew in the background would like to continue to play with that, that'd be great. We got all kinds of sounds and noises we'd like to play here, but here we go. It's time, and we are going to come. We've got the one and only Noel with Rebuild the Brave out of Florida, and Jamey Peacock out of, these are all the noises you should hear as the intro is coming in. And then we say, with Andrew Eichmann, and we're here. And so thank you everyone for being here. Hey, I don't give two F's about what side of the aisle you stand on. Don't care. I want us all to be better. All of us. Let's figure it out. And I don't know the vernacular to use, because if you look like you lean one way, then they accuse you. But then if you don't use the words, then you don't do any. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. No one should be celebrating the thought, the idea of someone being unalived. Sorry. You are off my channels. I don't care. If you are a business promoting that, I don't care. People, be better. Please grab yourself, shake yourself, and say, am I really being part of something? And if the voice isn't saying being better and bringing people with you, then there needs to be a reevaluation. Sorry, not sorry. This is not red. This is not blue. It's not that. I think we're all innate. Maybe I'm a dumbass. I'll raise your hand if you think I'm a dumbass. I'll wait for, okay, no one yet? Oh my gosh. I believe we're good people. I really do. Why is that a flaw when you sit down at the end of the day and look and what the news wants to tell us and what the world wants to tell us, and when I've got corrupt people sending me letters saying they're going to sue me because they did a shitty job on my stuff. Tell me that, man. If you are going to whatever, that's another mess. Anyway, we got some work to do, folks. We got some work. We got some amazing, great people here that have an amazing, great story. Tonight's show is not about the People's Patriot Project. It's about them. It's about Rebuild the Brave and what Jamey Peacock's doing, and that they are doing good stuff. But we all have a job to do. This is the reality, and we're going to listen to one of our spokesperson. We're going to listen to Bastian and see what he has to say.
At the People's Patriot Project, our mission is more than just words. It's a call to action. Each of us bears the vital responsibility to check your six. We begin this important journey with a moment of self-assessment. Ask yourself, are you truly mission ready? If the answer is no, don't wait in silence. Reach out. Use your skills. Lean into your resources and connect with your network. Whether you turn to a trusted friend, a supportive organization, or dial 988, remember, you must be battle ready to stand strong for the mission ahead. Once you feel equipped, take that next step. Reach out to 6 people in your circle. Check in on them. No agenda, no judgment, just genuine connection. This is how we build strength, shield one another, and serve our communities with pride. Together, we reaffirm our commitment. We got this. Patriot Pride.
So I think it's fair for people to understand we do not make light of this. And I know Bastian might seem a little character-ish, but we wanted something that was strong and powerful and American. And I think that's the American Bison. That's me. With that said, we have spent too many times having the conversation of, oh, I wish I would have reached out to them one more time. Okay, you didn't. You didn't. Oh, why didn't they reach out to me? We were good friends. Sorry, you weren't there at the right time. And that sucks. That sucks. And it hurts. But the reality is there is a chance for you to do something, and it's right now. Grab your phone, dial or highlight 6 people in your network. I don't care if they're veteran or first responder. I don't care any of those pieces. Yes, we're Veteran First Responder Forward. That's our organization. But we have come to find out in our world, we got people that are struggling with stuff. Send a message. Just thinking about you. I mean, it's fun and cool and a great idea to say, check your 6. If it doesn't mean anything to them, it doesn't matter. Just say, hey, just thinking about you. If you're doing nothing, literally, you're part of the problem. It does nothing to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. If you think that's evasive, then hey, what do you do? Sorry, I am a little fiery right now. It is what it is, and I won't stay fiery because I know Noel is getting the work done. Miss Noel, tell us who you are, tell us about your service, and give us the brief overload of what your mission looks like, sister.
Okay, so I'm Noel. I am the founder of Rebuild the Brave, and we have a lot of different things going on. First and foremost, we are raising money to do tiny homes here in Florida, and that is to help bring rehabilitation and restoration to our local heroes and our first responders, as well as survivors of domestic violence and sexual assaults. But we do more than that. We have a group of people that actually take those phone calls you were just speaking of, because we care. We want to make sure that they're going to be de-escalated and they can have another day and we can get them the programs that they need. We also do fundraising for our veterans and first responders if they need anything as far as food, medical, housing, anything like that. We help bring that to them so that way they're taken care of. We have also branched out to other nonprofits and businesses in our area so that way we are bridging the gap to make sure that all of our veterans and first responders are taken care of, whether it's by us or it's another nonprofit or a business. And there's a lot in store as far as our crisis response team and just helping in general. Like if you guys ever need anything, you're more than welcome to get a hold of us and we'll help where we can.
That sounds like A, amazing, B, a lot.
It is.
C, how big is your team and who's helping you?
So right now we have 9 on the board, but we have an entire Discord, and you guys are welcome to join it. Those that are listening, you're welcome to join it. We do have to vet you just to make sure because we protect those that are in there. And there is about 75 in there right now. We all help each other. There are vetted channels that are in there as well. That way, if you are not in Florida, you're in another state, you can actually go to the channels and see where you can get either funds or a program that you need or anything like that. We already have it set up.
Where do people go to get to that channel?
So it's on Discord. I will share the link with you. But if you go to Discord and you type in God Wins, that is actually the channel that we are all on. And we would love to have you in the Discord family to help you navigate whatever you need.
Wow.
We've taken a lot of time. It's taken 5 years to build all of this. And I'm grateful that I have the people in there that are actually helping me. It's not all me, I'm just going to say this and I just have to. It's God, first and foremost. He is my savior. He's the reason I'm here. He is the reason for everything that I do. I lead with him. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here. And also it's the people that I have along with me in the mission. We're a great team and I'm grateful for every single one of them. So.
We've had a number of dynamic conversations, Noel, and you are greatly appreciated. And you are a spitfire. And the truth is, I know you are one of the people that are boots on the ground, getting stuff done down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, you're connected with Mr. McNutt, as he likes to make sure you correctly say his last name.
Yep.
Even though it's with the MC-NUTT. And his Hinderless Foundation, Hinderless 22. And I know if you're connected with Joey, things are in the right place. And so,
yes,
thank you for your amazing here. I know you know what the course of action is tonight. And we're going to hear more about your mission and Rebuild the Brave in Florida. Let's bring in our other guest tonight, Mr. Jamey Peacock. What's up, brother?
Man, how do you follow that? I mean, but all the great things that y'all, Ms. Noel, you're doing amazing. Keep doing the good work. I mean, look at y'all. We were just talking about backstage before, what y'all said last time I was on was 2023. And look how much y'all have grown, man. Hey. So, with that aside, I'm Jamey Peacock. I'm nowhere near the level of any of these people. I don't even know what I'm doing in their presence. I just write music. I'm a retired Army. I got an amazing job at Preferred Manufacturing. Been there 10 years. And I just love writing music. I love doing my music. Covers are fun, and they're needed in band settings and whatnot. But if I'm going to sit with my acoustics, you're going to get my music. That's just how I feel. I think I've been through enough trauma to write a decent song. That's funny. I'm sorry. My sense of humor is really dry.
No, you're good, brother. We got some questions coming in, and I don't know that we have explored Mr. Phil Cook. Can we get this shared to TikTok? Is this something we can do?
Our show? Can we share it on TikTok?
And maybe he was talking about working with Noel. And if that, do you have any? I'll wait. Sorry, this is Jamie's part.
No.
I'm trying to do all the
right
things.
there.
Trying to do all the things. I'm out. I'm out. So musician, how much have we changed since you were on here last? That's 4 years.
Oh man, it's a lot. I mean, there's one thing about time that changes with it. It's always going to be moving. Everything. Just look at the earth, man. There's 4 seasons for a reason. We go through them every year. Y'all have grown. I've shedded since. I mean, when I came on the last time, I was with a full band. Matter of fact, me and you talked about it. I wasn't even going to do the show unless my full band could do it, but life happens, this way, that way, straight sometimes it's wide, sometimes it's narrow. And then we get to here. I'm beating strings. I'm writing songs. I'm trying to back my VFW, my local VFW. I'm going to start ground roots. I've found a good VFW in Longview, Texas. That prompted me to write my newest song that I'm playing with called VFW. And that's where I'm at, man. Living life the best I can. Living the dream, one nightmare at a time. I'll leave it like that.
When we started this thing, it was super simple. Like the first 2 years, I could remember every single guest. I could remember, and it's 2 years. I mean, that's 52 weekends. Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
So 104 episodes. Now we're at 302 episodes, and it took Jamey to we do a little research, but not all the research of who our guests are and what. And he's like, "Yeah, I was on with Jessica Lynch," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I thought she was just on a couple of weeks ago. Well, no, she wasn't. It's been a minute, but if people don't know, Jessica Lynch, super war hero, POW, went through some craziness, had a full iron rod inserted to her leg by a bunch of people that were not medically trained over in the Middle East. And I just trying to be polite and respectful and as much as I can, but people that were not meant to be nice to Americans. And she survived. Jessica's doing amazing things out there. And if you haven't seen what she's doing, go check out Jessica Lynch, POW of America. Back to Jamey. So, hey, you kind of preluded to one of the songs you're working on. Why don't we run with that one right away?
Yeah, man. You run it. Let's see it.
You got anything you want to say about VFW?
Man, it's I had to step back about VFWs because growing up in small town Texas, East Texas, the main thought about VFWs was there were watering holes. You just go there to get beer. You know what I mean? Play some pool. That's all it was.
75 cents, little 8-ouncer. Yeah.
Right. But it's more than that, man. It really is. I mean, if you get involved and understand what's going on, and I'm not involved as deep as I am, I'm not going to sit here and claim that I am. My contribution is through music. That's the way that God, let's talk about God, is driven me to take my talent he has given me and the work ethic that he has given me to do what I can. But I'm starting it from here where I'm at right now. And wherever it goes, it's in his hands.
I love it. This is Jamey Peacock with VFW.
Left home when he was 17 to fight a war raging overseas. He came home a full-grown man. Fought for Patton in the hell on wheels. Then the U.S. finally sealed the deal. The two bright sons over Japan. He came home to something state. His mind still wired for the fray. U.S. Army and the Corps, Navy sails in the Air Force soars. War's the past that we all wore. We are the veterans of the foreign wars. In 68 he was fed to the machine, tackling with an M16. But back home the flag was in flames. Jet offensive tore him apart, sent him home with a Purple Heart. He hugged his dad, knew it wasn't the same. He came home to something state. His mind still stuck in yesterday. U.S. Army and the Corps, Navy sails in the Air Force soars. War's the past that we all wore. We are the veterans of the foreign wars. Sitting in class when the world turned gray, planes hit the towers that September day. The war on terror had been his youth. Fort Knox, Iraq, Afghanistan, all the miles carved the man, broken inside and no one knew. He wandered in, scarred to the bone. Said with men who had all been in the zone. No rank, no war, no uniforms. Just a band of brothers who had all been torn. U.S. Army and the Corps, Navy sails in the Air Force soars. War's the past that we all wore. We are the veterans of the foreign wars.
That is Jamey Peacock with VFW.
I appreciate it, guys. It's a fun song, man. It really is.
You shared the reason, the purpose. I mean, what came first, the VFW or the song? I mean, that seems logical, but
Well, I mean, me being around other veterans. Well, may I take a step back and give you a
Yeah.
little bit more context?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my papa was Army Air Corps, which was where the Army and the Air Force was together before they divided. My dad is a Vietnam veteran. I'm multi-generational soldier, and I've uh, I've always had a tender heart for Vietnam veterans due to my dad. Anytime I see any of them in a I'm walking down Brookshire's or Walmart or aisle and I see them wearing a hat, I'm gonna go welcome them home because they had a rough go at it, you know. And it just came natural. I guess once I let off with it, I said, oh, I got to talk about the greatest nation, you know, the greatest generation. I had to talk about the World War II boys, and then Vietnam came easy, and then I mean I'm a GWAT boy, so that's not my story. I mean I joined in '99. I was pre 9/11, but I'm sure that's the story that affected a lot of men that when I became an Army recruiter, I put in. So I just writing's about taking perspective and trying to digest it, and me try to give it through the emotional touch that I have. I mean that's the best way I can explain my writing process.
So there's a number of reasons why I asked the question, and I appreciate your passion involved in that. This week, it's not the pleasure because it's not something you want to experience. But I'm on the phone 2 different occasions, 2 different gentlemen. One is a GWAT guy, one is a Vietnam veteran guy. And at some point during the conversation, both of them are crying. And I won't say to me, but crying in our conversation. And I'm just like, sorry, I'm considering this a blessing, but there needed to be someone in their space to hear their story at that time. And by no sense do I want a man. And I know I don't want anyone to ever see me cry. Let's be honest. That's not an emotion.
Okay,
I want
you cry in the shower. You cry in the shower time.
I wish it was only there, but yeah, right. Yeah. One was a Vietnam veteran. So here's the deal. The guy, and I'm just sharing, and this is what we deal with, and I'm sorry, this is a little bit WeP3, but in the state of Minnesota this last year, the Vietnam Veteran Day was canceled, March 28th. It was canceled because no one was available to plan it and run it because the person that's been doing it has been doing it for so long and is burnt out. We found out, I think it was 14 days before the day, and I'm like, I wish I could just throw it together and do it. There would be no way. And I even contemplated, we'll just open the doors and say it is what it is. I reached back to this gentleman and I'm like, hey, WeP3 wants the event. It's important. I've done the research. There's 100,000 veterans in the state of Minnesota that are from the Vietnam era. One of the pieces in the complaints was that the venue they had it at was too small and that they couldn't invite other veterans to come because you couldn't get all the Vietnam veterans in it. And I'm like, they were having it at a VFW. Not the VFW's fault, but it's also in the planner's fault. And I'm sorry, I don't want to tear them down. If you're planning a state event, you need to have a venue big enough to host this event. And if our community is not able to chip in, be involved, and do that, then shame on you. And that's the direction I'm going. It's time, folks. It's time. You get to lay your big fat heads on the pillows of freedom every single day. I really feel like I'm talking to the wrong people right now because you all know 90% of our country has done nothing to secure the liberties and the freedoms that they still bitch about every day on some shape or form. We have men and women.
I think I know how to answer your question.
Go ahead.
I think I know how to answer your question. I've went to the common denominator because I believe to have a conversation like you're talking about, you have to find some common denominator where everybody agrees that you move from there. The main common denominator through all generations of war fighters is war. It's war. We all suffered it. We all went through it. We all, no matter what your place in it, whether you were kicking a door, whether you were cooking, whether you were driving, we all suffered through war. And if you can get on that common denominator, whether it's a at a VFW with a Vietnam veteran and a GWAT guy, and you start listening, just listen to their story. And then I don't want to offend nobody, but this ain't a contest. Well, I'm not trying to compete with you. I'm trying to hear you, listen to you. Give me your story. And then if you would like my story in return, I'll give it to you. If not, we're at the end of the day, I'm an ear. So that's how I took that music and that song, and I just, if I can get people to understand that, take the common denominator wherever you're in a conversation, whether you're left, right, up, down, don't matter what it is. If you're in a conversation, don't go to fighting. Find a common denominator and work from there. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit tired. Maybe it's because of this weekend of listening to people who want to talk about it and not be about it. That's the place I'm in. I'm tired of people saying they're a champion or that they're because they've got some words. I don't care about your words. I want to see the action. And I've seen the action. I see the freedoms and liberties that we have. I see what I got. I don't bitch and complain about if I don't have something I want. Andrea experienced this with me 2 years ago. There were some things I wanted I didn't have. And you know what I did? I went and I got a second job as a school teacher and a small nonprofit builder. And I went and I worked my tail off to get the things. Okay, if you don't have it, go get it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't giving it to you. Now, if you're the 70-year-old Vietnam veteran and you need it, sorry, Frank, that's not at you. If you're a 70-year-old Vietnam veteran that didn't get all your stuff because you were too busy as a 19, 18, and a 15-year-old because you're busy doing what your country asked you to do, I'm in that pool with you, brother. I'm here and sister. I know we don't recognize our women from the Vietnam era. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. But I'm in that pool with you. I'm going to walk with you. And thank you for what you've done and the service that you've done. And for those that can't take the time to stand for whatever reason or purpose, shame on you. Shame on you. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Thanks for letting me rant for a minute. And that's what I do. Noel.
Yes.
What are you guys working on right now?
So we're actually working on a drone shoot for June 27th, which is going to be really fun. We're going to be celebrating the 250th anniversary of our United States of America, which is fantastic. And it's going to be a little bit of a competition. So someone actually gets to take home the plaque. And next year, someone's going to have to come and try to steal that plaque from whoever wins. And this is actually to bring awareness to our nonprofits and our veterans in the area. So there's a whole purpose behind the event, but it's going to be a great event. On the 27th of June. And then we have another Ride for Honor, and that is going to be October 10th and 11th. It's going to be a poker run on the 10th, and then the 11th we have a Jeep Fest. And so all of the people are going to come out for that, and we're going to make sure we raise some money for our nonprofits in the area and our veterans and go from there. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm glad you brought up the Vietnam veterans as well, because I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I received a text message from a family of a fallen Vietnam veteran, and the Catholic Church dropped the ball. There was no one there to present arms, no one there to do anything for him. And I had 24 hours to find a group that could do that, and I did. We had people come to make sure that he had the proper send off with the flag and everything like that. But our Vietnam veterans that are still here do need us, and they need to know that they are appreciated, and their families need it as well. Because when I was there, I went to the service as well. I sat with the family. And just the presence of people being there when I called them in, when I had 24-hour notice, they were just in awe and hugged me with tears. And that's all people need. They need you to show up. Don't just talk about it, be about it, and show up, because that's how we're going to actually navigate this kind of, situation and move forward in a positive way. They need that. All of our veterans need that.
Amen.
So
it is so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy. I don't get it. I don't know. People always say I'm too busy. People always say I've got whatever. But what would happen? And I know that we cross veteran and first responder. What would happen if you dialed 911? Sorry, dude. Too busy right now. I got stuff. I get this, folks. I'm not tearing anyone down, but everyone's got something mental going on all the time, and it's like, oh, I need a break. I get it. But if your house is effing burning down, you want someone there to put the fire out. That's the reality. If you can walk and if you can have a conversation, if you can put yourself now, remember Bastian, he wants to make sure your stuff is good to go. But at the same time, what happened to, I'm really in that space, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
What happened to resiliency? Because there is a difference between resiliency and then the people that are in need. And there's sometimes that I struggle when we get the ask. It's like, I never judge. I give it to our people. I'm like, hey, let's sort through this. Let's get it done. If the money is there, we take care of it. That we've always, we never question. But there is a piece of resiliency, and there are some that come across the board. It's like, what have you done? What have you, and I get it. This is a mental school. Well, you'll get me going around circle. I'm going to hit the rabbit hole here, folks. So that's what's going to happen. But Andrea's agreeing. Was like, oh, geez, where is he going to go now? It's the same conversation when if you are an organization saying you're helping or being there and or will be there, if you're not giving the help, the veteran and the first responder are already in crisis when they call.
Yep.
They're there already. They've already taken on too much. They've already done all the things that they thought they should do. And maybe depression was one of those things. And maybe they spent a week laying in their bed trying to figure out how they're going to get out of bed the next day. I get that piece. But I also have hosted a couple frequent flyers that are like, hey, I get this. And it's like, you're muddying the water, dog. And they don't want to hear that conversation either. And so if you got to keep going to the well, something's not right, let's get it fixed. Part of the problem is that a lot of these organizations, they're not helping educate. They're not helping teach. They're not walking with them. They're not in the path with them. They want to do the easy fix, the Band-Aid, be done and over with and move on.
Yeah.
And that's not how it works.
Nope.
Jeremy Daniels is always staying a rolling. You keep going, brother. I love the amount of effort and work this man has put into. There is something you talked about earlier, Noel, because Jeremy Daniels is a burn pit victim.
Yes.
And is in the world. He's in Las Vegas. He's got some stuff, but he's been a champion. I will say he is a champion for the amount of work and effort he's done and bringing recognition to the pieces. But I think there's a connection that we need to try and create in our conversation. So
I agree.
Isn't that's another? I'm sorry, Jeremy Daniels. I'm going to call you a blessing. I'm going to call you a blessing because you're in our network. We know who you are. We know what's going on. You share your story. We try to work together. We try to find the answers and the resources. And without people like you, we wouldn't have that path to go. So thank you for keeping the fight clean and forward and doing what you're doing, brother. We are with you. Jamey Peacock, what are you working on right now, brother?
Man, I'm grinding right now. I stepped back for a second. I kind of retired from music. I don't know. I figured, this was just my golf for the weekend. I'd go out here, play some shows, dance, be the dancing chicken. And then, I wanted to continue just writing my own stuff and pushing my stuff. So I retired and folded back and just wrote, sitting here on my side porch with my guitar and wrote. And then God works in mysterious ways. This 23-year-old young man that's an artist from around here in Pittsburgh, Texas, named Kobe Wynn, he sent me a message on Facebook. He said, "Hey, man, you want to play some? You want to write some?" And I was like, "Why not?" So we started playing a little bit, writing a little bit. Actually, we had a song wrote the first session we sat down. Me and him wrote a song called Reflections. It's a really good song. I don't take credit for it. He performs it. It's his song. We wrote it. And then after we got done our first session, he looked at me and said, "Man, you want to play a show with me? Just play rhythm guitar and I'll sing." I was like, could be fun. Well, I don't know if y'all know who Stoney LaRue is. Stoney LaRue is a pretty well-named down here red dirt country guy. I mean, he's pretty popular. Well, we opened for him, very first show for him ever, and me just 2 weeks. And we were on a beach on a lake, and it was a boat up event. One of the coolest views I ever seen in my life was playing from the stage, watching all these boats out there, just having fun. But anyways, I digress. I'm sorry. I'm writing, man. I've got I got this album I'm fixing to start producing. Got 5 songs cut right now. They just need to be mastered. And like I said, man, I don't know where this journey is for me right now. I'm out here swinging in the dark, taking fastballs, but I'm swinging. That's all I know.
Well, here's the problem. If you're not doing that, you're doing nothing. And so that's 100% appreciated. And the fact that there's a vision of being better in there is the reality. And you see the passion, you see the direction, you see the purpose. And again, your content is written for you, but you're putting it into the world to hear your story and what's going on out there. We got a special guest.
You do. This is Valor. He was being naughty, so I had to grab him. Sorry.
He didn't poop in the house, did he?
No, they're potty trained. No, they're doing great.
Poop is bad.
No poopy.
Jamey, I cut you off. I'm sorry, brother.
No, it's all good, brother. And it's an interesting ride that I'm on right now. I'm going in the direction I'm going. You're right. I write a lot about the content of all I can do is live about the life that I've lived and the experiences of the people around me. And I got about 9 songs I'm going to put on this album. Currently, I'm playing rhythm with another band called Down Home that they've been around the Northeast Texas area, toured and playing for about 15, 20 years. I mean, they're professional musicians that do it. And I'm just very honored that they're allowing me to play rhythm for them. The caveat to that is they're such a good band. They're giving me a 30-minute acoustic slot before I take stage with them to play all my originals. So everywhere we go, we spread what I'm trying to do, which, like I said, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get the message out. Whatever that message, that person. Chris Cornell was one of my favorite people, lead singer from Soundgarden. And he had this saying, he said, once I write a song and I present it to the world, it's no longer mine. It's how they perceive it, how they take it, how they respond to it. And that's the way I've lived my life. So, I mean, who am I to say against Chris Cornell? You know,
that's an interesting take, because there's many times during our show where I am fed something, and that's why I always do the lead-ins and make sure the musician shares because you can take different nuances and it meets you in a different space at a different time. And that's what music is about. And music, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm willing to listen to anyone say something right now. I don't know that there's a song out in the world that I've heard that's meant to tear me down and make me less. Are there songs out there that do that? I mean, I suppose there could be, but
well, I'm sure there is. There's anything in the world. I mean, let's just be real.
It's not the stuff I'm listening to. I mean, the stuff I'm listening to, it either speaks to me or I don't listen to it. That's the reality.
Right.
I almost went went to a dark
How about grandma got run over by a reindeer?
Yeah, not something. I don't get it, brother. I don't. I do it because it's funny, I suppose. But
ain't funny for grandma.
No, I suppose if it's your grandma, it's not funny either. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
You said you went. I don't know if the right words are dark for a minute. You stopped music for a minute. Is there something that led to that, or is there something that we're going to get dirty here?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm an open book, man. I mean, I'll tell anybody, even my military and my war. I mean, there's chapters in my life that I feel are not fit for human consumption. But if you want to take them, I'll give them to you. But don't get mad at me or bite me back when you can't handle the facts or my facts. You know what I mean? We ain't playing that game.
True.
You know, I mean, I don't know, dude. Repeat the question one more time. I'm sorry. My brain is like that.
Was there something that made you stop doing
quit?
Music?
Yeah. Man, how back far you want to go? How tragic do you want it?
This is your story, brother.
You know what? I'll start with Red Dirt. I ain't gonna go past Red Dirt because Red Dirt performed. You know what I mean? And that was the last band. That's really what matters. Well, you know, anything in life, including business, including anything in life, you can bring cancers involved that look pretty, that sound good, but at the end of the day, they eat away. And we brought in somebody that was an amazing artist. And I don't know if this is a PG or R-rated show, but he was just a shitbag. I mean, and it just we built it to a point. I mean, the day before we performed for y'all, the last time we were on, we played in front of like 3,500 people at a biker rally. I mean, it was a rocket that was taking off, but this guy just destroyed it all, and I stepped away. I mean, the lead guitarist in that band's my best friend. He's my brother. I won't say best friend. He's my brother. I'll take bullets for him. And when we split, me and him didn't split. He understood why everything went down. But like right now, the band that I'm playing with, he's in it. My lead guitarist that was on the show last time, he's in that band. You know, he's still there to help me write. He's still with God. You know, there's people at your table that you keep at your table. But I had to put it down, man. I had to step away for a second and be like, you know, when you get bit by a snake, you have to turn the lights on. You can operate with snakes. Just make sure the lights are on and watch around where you step. So the minefield at that point. And I mean, I figure I'll just do what, like you said, what'd you say? If you build it, it'll come. I'm just here beating strings, brother. I'm writing, and whatever comes along with it, comes along with it. If it don't, my great grandchildren will have me on video.
We know it's kind of similar. My dad, when he was teaching me how to fish, he told me, you know, you throw your line out and see what comes up. And I just keep throwing the line out in the same place. And he said, no, if it's not working, you got to throw the worm out in another place and see what comes up. And you just keep throwing it out until something bites, and then you reel it in. So it's like, you know, you perform with other groups, and when it's right, you'll know it, and it'll be a great experience.
Absolutely. I believe the same thing, sir.
There's I have an opinion on a book that I've read, and it's not. I read a book called Ultimate or Extreme Ownership. And I full-heartedly, it has changed my life in the fact that I get to look in my life and I literally need to own every aspect of it, regardless of it's good or if it's bad. Now, it was written by Navy SEALs, and there's a lot of exploitation of the Navy SEAL world in there. And I don't necessarily agree with all that. And it is what it is. Navy SEALs, I'm not talking negative about any Navy SEAL at all. You guys are amazing. You've done amazing things. You've been asked to do things no one else does. It's not a Navy SEAL thing. It's just when I was looking for a book for ultimate or extreme ownership, I'm looking for a tool that says, hey, but it did. The end result is, hey, at the end of the day, who owns my space? Me. Either I allow good things to I allow good things to happen, or I allow bad things to happen. If I allow the bad things to continue to happen, then the problem lies on me. It's not the others, even though they may be a doo-doo bag, or maybe, and I'm not delineating from your conversation. The point is, and I'm going to be really super candid and open. I couldn't put a finger on it, but the last 3 weeks have been an absolute chaos for me in my brain. And I couldn't put an exact finger on it. But here's the deal, folks. I didn't want to tell anyone about it. I didn't want to share that with anyone. I didn't want to share anyone my moments of weakness. I didn't want to share. And this is the big picture stuff, folks. I'm telling you right now. Would I give hints and share and tell certain people? I would. I would say, hey, I'm struggling. I don't know the why. Here's the truth. Bastian says, let's be honest, folks, Bastian is the voice of the people of the People's Patriot Project, where we have a conversation and say, but reach out to an organization, reach out to a trusted person, reach out to 988. There are some other tools out there where you can do some prompts and some things that, and then I'll straight out that I didn't have to pay for it at all. But if you just need to work through some tiny things, there is an app out there called Ash. I just wanted to know I wasn't effing crazy. I mean, there's nothing that actually makes me not, for the record. I probably am, and I'm okay with that. Because no one would do what I do and do it the way I do it. And that's fine. But I just needed, and I get it. It's AI, and it is something, and it's not real. And I even had a conversation with someone else. I'm like, there is a word in here that all AI prompts get you back to, and that's alignment. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why that's a word for everyone, or why I see it. Because if you go and you kind of watch some of the tracks of people on TikTok and stuff, their stuff's AI, folks. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's AI. And you can tell by some of the verbiage, but every time alignment shows up, what's not aligning? And that's the question you all have to ask yourself. What's not aligning? Something wasn't aligning for you, Mr. Peacock, at that time, and you had to make a change. And it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, sure, there might be a catalyst. There might be that burr under the saddle kind of thing.
Yeah.
There might be, but the reality is something is not aligned with what I believe and who I am and what I want to be. How do you get back into alignment? And this is when you have those real life conversations. You got to talk to I don't think talking to yourself's a bad choice, folks. I'm going to put that out there. But if you're not finding the answers in yourself, then trust an individual, an organization, 988. And I'm going to throw in this extra piece because sometimes you might just need a little nudge, a little push. I'm a very prideful person. I know that biblically that's not right. So they say. It's written in there somehow. But I like to believe I'm a survivor and I can handle a lot and I can do a lot on my own. I have an amazing WeP3 team. I have an amazing family. I have people that are there. Does it always align? It doesn't. It doesn't always align. Build it, grow it, be part of it, live it. We got you. Sorry, that was kind of another nuance tonight. So thanks for sharing, Jamey, because that's transparent. It's real. I'm excited for the work that you're putting out and continue to put out. What song you want to go with now, brother?
Man, hey, dealer's choice.
Well, you got Chasin' and Heathens and Horseflies.
Go with heathens and horseflies. Okay. No, you know what? Don't do that. You said
Okay.
Well, hold on. You said
right.
no politics. You said no politics.
Well, don't.
But this song is kind of balanced. I try to bring a balance. The theory behind heathens and horseflies is the haves and have-nots. It's not a division in red or blue, purple, orange, sex. There's no division. There's haves and have-nots, and that's what that song's about. We played Chasing live the last time. That's the only reason why I'm saying go with the other one.
Okay, so we're going to do Heathen Horsefly, and that's your lead-in right there?
Yeah, that's it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I hope y'all like it.
This is Jamey Peacock with Heathens and Horseflies.
Wrong today, people aren't gonna put them away. Their common sense, their Bibles and their rights. Ever since C-19, things ain't been all what they seem. We're just oil for their machines. Oh, say, can't you see? They got them guns pointed at me. And so does her, him, they, that guy. You need to know that we got a chance to fight. Unless you all just wanna call it a night. But to them, we're just heathens. Horseflies. I got a job, a dog, a wife. I do my best just to try to provide. But there's a high cost of living. Biggest shell game ever played, right there in front of our face. Their only job is to keep us in the chase. Oh, say, can't you see? They got them guns pointed at me. But so does her, him, they, that guy. We need to know that they got us in their sights. Let them know that this dog has a bite. But to them, we're just heathens and horseflies. Left or right, bad or good, everything's so misunderstood. Can't believe a damn thing from the mouth. It doesn't matter, no matter the shade. We've all been sorted and weighed. Gotta stand up as the human race. Oh, say, can't you see? They got the guns pointed at me. And so does her, him, then that guy. Yeah, cockroaches run when there's light. They don't know our strength till we unite. But to them, we're just heathens and horseflies. Yeah, but to me, they're heathens. Oh.
That is Jamey Peacock, Heathens and Horseflies. That's an interesting conversation. Great work, brother. I don't think,
Thank you.
This is my opinion, I don't think if you hadn't preloaded it with it being a political conversation, I don't think I would have gotten that out of there. I would have taken it as daily life ins and outs.
The struggle.
This is what I deal with. This is who I deal with. This is what's life. This is accept it or leave it. I mean, that's the reality. That's kind of the theme of the show, to be honest with you tonight, is either accept it or leave it. Accept it or walk away. I mean, that's what I got from it.
Well, kind of caveat on what you said earlier. I mean, I think there's a big difference between acting and action.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying there's a big difference between acting and action.
Absolutely. Love your work, brother. Love what you're doing. You are going to do nothing but justice for any band or something that in the future, if you decide to build something on your own, it's good stuff. It's a good message. It's you're talented. You know what you're doing, and you're appreciated. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, God willing, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Miss Noel, keep up the great work, man. I know there's people out there that y'all are helping, your whole team.
Yes.
Amazing work. Hey, y'all, I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. And we got your 666 crew. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate y'all giving me a platform.
We got you, brother. Frank the Myth.
Sure.
Writer. I called you a journalist last week, and you're not a journalist, but that's why I called you. I don't know why.
I am.
Well,
I've written for magazines and online shows, and
you are author extraordinaire, is what you are.
I'm an author with no hair.
Author with no hair, extraordinaire. Maybe that's how we.
How do I do that?
Author with no hair extraordinaire. That's you need to put that in your title there. That's tell us what's in the news, brother.
Another row to put all that stuff on there. Hold on, we're gonna do the news. Let me get to this good stuff. So the first story we got is there's more to it than meets the eye. So I pulled this up, and I was running a story on a charity in the Low Country in South Carolina that helps veterans and first responders. And they were in an interview about having another animal ready to help a veteran. But when you peel the onion back a little bit on this organization, it's called OPFOB, and it's down in Ridgeland, South Carolina. And they have a retreat down there that they established for active duty military veterans and first responders and their families to come down and spend time and kind of get re-energized and be with other veterans and families. And it's turned out to be a really interesting organization. And the dog part is just part of what they do, but they do so many other things as well. And I'm gonna try to get a hold of them and see if we can get them up here on our show one of these days. And then our second story we had, this is another one. There's a chapter of boots on the ground trying to be formed in southeast Texas, down by where I think it's Laredo. It's a Laredo chapter, and they're trying to set up this new organization down there for veterans. So if you're in the area, you should reach out to this organization and see if you can help them out and get enough people so that they can open up a chapter. The person in charge said that their organization hopes to serve about 850 soldiers that are currently deployed to the border, as well as law enforcement and first responders in the Laredo area. So it's a boots on the ground organization. That's the name of it, and they're trying to become a full-fledged part of boots on the ground. So if you're out that way, give it a look and give them some support. The next one we have, this is another group. There were a group of veterans and first responders that did a ruck march of 222 miles in what they call Let's Walk It Out, not competition, but just an event. And so they all went out and they marched for people that they've lost and stop veteran suicide. And they had a really great turnout and had most of the people complete the 222 miles. They had 12 core walkers, and then people would move in and out of the group as they went through the different areas. And looks like it was a really good event. We need to do more stuff like this to raise money and get people support so they can continue to do jobs where they help out veterans and first responders and their families. And now we're to my favorite part of the news. And we're going to talk about, once again, we're talking about an animal. And this time we're talking about Yuji. It's a Mexican baby monkey. It's a lot like the monkey we had on before from Japan, and it was not accepted by its mom, and so they gave Yuji this big stuffed animal that's probably 2 or 3 times the size of the monkey, and it's there for comfort. And so now they're trying to get Yuji accommodated with the other groups of monkeys that it's in captivity with. And unlike Punch, which was the monkey from Japan, Yuji has not had physical contact with the other members. And so now they're focusing on trying to do that. And it's down at the Guadalajara Zoo, and they're trying to work something out to make it work. And they have also have 12 veterinarians and biologists that are focusing on trying to find a way to make this work. And sadly, they noted that it doesn't work all the time. So there's some cases where the little baby doesn't pull through, but we're hoping it works out and wish them all the best.
Yuji the monkey.
Yep, down in Mexico.
We
got Japan and Mexico working on little monkeys.
Fair enough. Monkeys are it today.
Good news. That's good news.
I can't believe it happened. That's what it is. That's
my favorite segment, and I forgot to even say its name. Darn it.
That's no, you're
I don't
fine.
remember what I had for dinner last night. So
no, you're good. You're good. And this is not an attack on you, Frank, the myth.
I don't
not zero attack here. But it's interesting.
Right there.
It's interesting the amount of resources we will spend, and this has been a theme for Mark Peterson for a long time. The amount of money and resources we will spend on animals, and we will not spend on human beings.
Yep.
It blows me away.
Yep.
And it is what it is. It's not. It is what, you know what? When you say it is what it is, it means you don't want to talk about it because you're exhausted about talking about it. That's what it means. And I'm tired of talking about the same stuff and not getting a different reaction because that makes me insane. But how many, you can raise your hand. The WeP3 team will raise all their hand. But when I talk about the song "In the Arms of an Angel" and whoever sang that after 9:00 on TV shows at night, and you see little bloody and muddy puppies and kitties, and how much money's been poured into those organizations, and we've got men and women who've literally lost their, I almost said a naughty word, lost their limbs and literally have been bloody and muddy. And we just don't lift a finger. There. Deal with that, Noel. Your turn. Let's go. What's up next?
I had to unmute because my house is a little bit loud. Apologize.
You're good.
What do you want to talk about?
You are going to tell us what's next and big for Rebuild the Brave.
Oh my goodness, there's so many things. So we are right now working on the tiny home project. So basically what that is the tiny home village that will bring in restoration and rehabilitation for local veterans, first responders, SA and DV victims. But there's going to be businesses that come in to the Chow Hall area that offer services to teach them a trade. And there's also going to be programs in there for college if they want to do that, as well as counseling services and people in there that will help them obtain the highest benefit package possible. So we are partnering with everyone. So it's a one-stop rehabilitation place. So they're not having to go all over town trying to figure out who knows what. And we want it to be as stress-free as possible. We want people there that actually care about our veterans and our first responders and our DVSA survivors. And I want them to feel that. So that is what we're working on. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. And I am very excited to be partnering with the people that we have connected with.
We have partnered as organizations with Rebuild the Brave and the People's Patriot Project. I'm not going to lie, Noel. I just want to, in the good ways, I just want to grab you and put you in WeP3 and make you do that stuff. Not that I can make anybody do anything. I don't do that. That's not my style. But
I'm here to help any way I can. That's how all this came about. And I mean, I have a long story, but that's what we're here for, is we're here to help each other because it's community over competition. And if you have a competition mindset, you're not here for the right reasons. No one's better than anybody else. And if you think that, then you're hurting other people. We're here to bring everything up together. We're here to lift each other up, period.
I regularly, and this is why we separated ourselves from some organizations, and if you are a consumer, you're not doing the job. If you are a giver and you are a resource and you are taking care of others, and that means taking care of others outside of your network. This is an opinion for me, but me and Noel have had a pretty lengthy conversation based on this, and it's tough because I've had this conversation as well, because we run into doing this every weekend, another organization that's boots on the ground, helping other people. And it's just like, gosh, how can we collaborate? But we're all so busy doing what we're doing. And I get it. We've had an organization try to partner with us, and then they wanted to change kind of the narrative and put stuff on the table and say, this is what we should do. This is what we should do. I said, we're already doing this. And if you want to do this part, then you've got to be the proactive part of that.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and they said, well, you didn't help us in the way you wanted to help us. I'm like, I'm not here to help an organization that says they're helping veterans. I'm here to collaborate with an organization and work and build and grow, and all of us be on the same page and try and figure out this together. I'm sorry, folks. I don't think with between 46 and 90,000 organizations that say they're helping veterans and first responders, I don't think that we should have 22 veterans a day committing suicide. That's my opinion. I also believe it'll never be zero. And I'm sorry if that offends people too, but I have literally had conversations. This will piss some of you off, where they felt they've reached every resource. And my comment to them is one day at a time, have a conversation, build and grow. And at the end of the day, if you are that miserable on the face of the earth after you've tried absolutely everything, which I don't think you can try everything for the record, if that's your choice, that's your choice. You're going to hurt a lot of people with your decision. But no one's going to I'll step in front of a bullet for somebody. I don't know that I'm going to step in front of a bullet for someone that's self-inflicting it. That's my truth. There's my reality. I don't think, sorry. Do I think we can change the narrative? Do I think we can change the message? Do I think we can change the value of people? Yeah, I fully believe in that. Do I feel that some people have gone so far down a hole and a path that wasn't meant for them with a lot of bad decisions that have been in the past and continue to be made, get you to a space where you think there's no return? I believe that too. Sorry. Am I there to have that conversation? Am I there to build up? I am. I don't want anyone to take it doesn't matter who you are. I don't want to read anyone's obituary knowing that that was a choice they made. That's my opinion.
There's a lot of on TikTok in general, there's a lot of messages that I personally get from veterans trying to reach out and telling me that they're done, and I've had to talk them down with our team, and we've done it last night, for example. And I've told them I need you to promise me that you know we're here, that you know you're valued, and you know you're loved. And there's any time that you need to reach out and to talk through what's going on in your head, so that we can bring you back to reality. Please reach out. It happens so much, and they've always said no one took the time to talk to me besides you guys, and that I don't know the truth of that, but at the same time, like, knowing that they know if they message me, we'll get to that correspondence. We all need to do that, even if it's small.
Yeah. You're a blessing, Noel. Thank you for all the things you do. There's still going to be another chance for you to get out, and like any final thoughts and messages. You are a doer, and it's appreciated. It needs to be recognized. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for being in front. Thank you for carrying the weight. And that's a piece that I think a lot of people don't get, is you can talk about carrying the weight, but if you're not doing it, and reality is you're part of the problem. Sorry, not sorry. You're a blessing. Thank you for Rebuild the Brave and what you're doing down there. We are with you.
Appreciate it. And appreciate everybody here as well.
Jamey Peacock, what's the next big thing? You've already kind of shared. Where's Jamey Peacock going? What's the world of Jamey? What's going to happen in his world?
Man, I don't even know if I have to answer that question. I'm just, like I said, I'm living every day, one day at a time. You know what? This is one of the best birthday presents ever, because I turned 47 yesterday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate
Happy
it.
birthday, young man.
You are a young man.
You know what? I don't hear that much anymore. But it's okay.
Keep me around. You'll hear it every year.
Fair enough. No, I mean, it's just, man, every day's a blessing. I'm learning the value of time versus money. I'm learning that, perspectives are everything. You've got to look at more than just one. You got to look at all. We are trained to look at worst case scenario, but for every action, there's a reaction. You got to have a best case scenario. You got to look at it. You at least acknowledge it. And like we were just talking about, the we're going to keep doing what we can do until there is no more 22. But you're right. The fact is that there will never be a zero. There will never be. I mean, I had to talk one of my friends that you know this story, but I had to talk one of my friends off the ledge. And I'm very grateful God put me in that position, but that position, regardless of the fact, causes damage. It causes demons to raise in people that also have those problems. So, I mean, I'm very grateful that I was locked in that position. I was on his front doorstep talking to him through the window. And when the cop came up behind me and just touched me on that shoulder, that familiar, I got your back, I got your six touch. Without them, I really don't know if I could have talked him off the ledge. I'm just very grateful there was 11 Bravo that touched me on my shoulder and said, "Hey, dude, I got you." It's tough. It's a tough situation. And I pray every day that we can shrink that number, because there's nothing out there in this world that's worth that. I promise you. I promise you. If you, and I know y'all may not want to get religious or whatnot, but if you, the worst case, find Christ. He will find you. He will find you. He leaves the 100 for the one, or the 99 for the one. He will. So and now, I mean, I'm not going to try to put no spotlight on me, but there's been times that I sit there with a 45 in my lap. We discussed that the last time. God works in mysterious ways, brothers and sisters. You just got to believe that there's something bigger and better out there.
That is not, sorry, if you're looking for something original, we have had that come across our table, I think 3 times in the last 4 months. And first of all, we are not ashamed, and we will not be ashamed of talking about Christ and God on this program. It's not something that we forefront and forward lead. And call me, do I question that sometimes? Absolutely, because of my relationship. I do question that, because I don't think we end up being here in the space and doing what we're doing without the big man being involved. That's real. You don't walk down the beach and find a gold watch and say, "Oh, it just must have been created here." Someone created that watch. The nuances of everything. And again, I'm not smart enough for it. But again, I know I can't go out to the wood shop and build a me. That's the reality. Something bigger, smarter has done this. I believe that. We will never be ashamed of that conversation happened in this place. So thank you for bringing it up, Jamey. And I'll be honest. Here's our upfront, candid reason why we're as a spiritual organization. We also know that others don't believe in Christ and God, and we do not want to take something out of our tackle box that doesn't mean I'm ashamed. It just means that I know that we got some brothers and sisters that they're upset with the big dude. Things haven't worked out. Well, totally get that. I totally get that.
Well, here's where I'm at on it. Okay. And now I'm going to throw a, what y'all call them nowadays, hot takes. Okay. So clip it, ship it, whatever you got to do. I've fought for the right for that person to burn that flag. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stop the dog rolling into him after I get done. There's consequences and reactions for everything. But I fought for his right to do that. Just like I have to fight for my right to say Christ wherever I choose. Wherever I choose. You may not agree with it. That's fine. Congratulations. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I fought for your right for you to believe that. But I fought for my right as well. And so that's just the way I look at it. I'm not apologetic for it. I mean, I try to throw feelers out there because I don't want to, not ever come back. But I mean, it's just I'm not going to bite my tongue when it needs to be said.
You're a blessing, man. Again, I hope the stuff trickles out at some point all the time. Maybe someday we build a podcast that is going to be Christ-based and in your face. And I don't think that saves people. In our world and realm, don't get me wrong. And I think Christ and God will use us when they want to, how they want to, where they want to. That's the other piece. These conversations has been had directly with them, folks, just so you know. So there's zero guilt in it. Are there questions? Yes, because I want to do things right. Again, thank you, Jamey. Last song, brother.
Yeah. Roll it. This one's probably Chasing, right?
Yep.
This is my very first song I ever wrote. I was sitting on my side porch and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. And here, I'm going to give you a little backside. I've only been playing guitar and doing this since like 2017. I mean, this was, I picked up the guitar and put it down more times than I can count in my life. But a $200 Fender guitar took me and helped rewire my brain to where I could process things that I didn't understand. And I was able to relay those out. And it's a drug. It gets addicting because you can just sit there and play. But this song right here, I was 10 years. I got injured in Iraq. No excuse. I'm not giving an excuse. I'm just giving the story. And I was addicted to Percocet. My best friend. It helped the pain physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It killed everything. And I just quit. I started writing, and songs about out there on the road, chasing the lines of the road, trying to get that money, beating strings, and also chasing lines that you crush. And like I said, it's my first song, so I wrote it that way.
This is Jamey Peacock with Chasing.
Westside Texarkana, a little after 5, running down this road, looking for the end of that white line. I don't know where I'm going, only know where I've been. Use a lighter on that Percocet, it's time to line up another sin. Chasing white lines, whether on a highway, one bit at a time. Both are trying to kill me. Guess that's fine, 'cause I'm chasing white lines. 'Cause I'm chasing white lines. In the middle of a hot damn desert, sitting in a tank. IEDs are buried too deep, remind me to give them thanks. Being physically and mentally scarred comes with a price. I pay my debt to that through numbers and sacrifice. Chasing white lines, whether on a highway, one pill at a time. Both are trying to kill me. Guess that's fine, 'cause I'm chasing white lines. 'Cause I'm chasing white lines. West side of Amarillo, ranch full of Cadillacs. Standing next to an Eldorado was a man dressed in black. I don't know where I'm going, only know where I've been. Let my soul flow like ink from a tip of his pen.
That is Jamey Peacock, Chasing.
Yeah, it's a fun song. I've had a lot of time to work on that one. I wrote that, like I said, back in like 2018, I think. But it's a fun song. People they enjoyed it when we play it live with the band. You know, it's got a catchy little rhythm to it. But like I said, the main reason why I honestly started down this rabbit hole is I want to leave something for my grandbabies to be able to hear my voice again. I mean,
oh my gosh, brother, you got it, man.
I mean, I lost my mom. I retired 2012 and I lost my mom 2011, and I don't have nothing to hear her voice. I hear it, but I don't hear it. And we got to use the technology and the tools that we have for the generations to come. We have to.
That's a special nuance, brother, because I mean, we're in the time and age where you can create that. I mean, my father's no longer with me, but I have his last voicemails on my phone, and that's something that wasn't available prior to 1987.
Yeah.
But a really cool thing in my life is all my grandparents. This isn't the cool part. All my grandparents were passed probably before I was 7. But one of my grandmothers was a painter, and she had hundreds and hundreds of paintings. And it's really cool because I'm out from Montana, Wyoming area, and it's not like the ocean view stuff. It's straight up cowboy art with over my mantle is my grandfather. There's a painting of him out branding cattle, and I have his cowboy hat and his actual branding iron that he's using to brand that cow, all kind of in a little motif there. But
yeah,
that's
cool.
what I have to remember my grandmother. And there's so many things we have in life that doesn't allow us an active memory. And just the fact that you have the foresight. You know, what's really cool is I have 302 podcasts that my grandchildren and future can pull up and say, hey, that was grandpa something at some point.
Well, I look at it like this, Mark. And I mean, I'm okay with discussion or debate on this. That's perfectly fine. But I think young people, young adults, we all have that error of, we just don't really listen. We all have done it somewhat. But the thing is that when they do get it, when that light bulb comes on and you see them being successful civilians in life and productive and doing things right, I may not be here tomorrow. But if they say, man, I wish I could talk to Dad, go to you TikTok. I mean, you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Go to TikTok.
Well, you guys can share that episode 302 of We Got Your 6 at 6 with your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and all those, and there's in that podcast. And so that's kind of exciting and fun. And
yeah,
I'm glad I get to be part of.
I had my first grandson's born next month.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it, man. It's a different donning the title Papaw definitely is a different elevation in life. It really is if you accept it.
I got some good side combos coming out through too. It's weird. It's like, you know what? You can talk on the podcast, folks. Sorry. I won't call you out, but You can come here and talk. It's good. You don't have to text me. And
I was just trying to explain that to Peterson the other day. Jamey, I have some grandkids too, and you don't get it till you're there. You really don't. You love your kids, but when that next little human being comes along, wow, it's crazy.
I will proactively,
Well,
and
to
again,
me,
I do it personally, but I'm gonna do it publicly because I need to apologize to Miss Eichmann for sometimes getting a little snoopity-toopity, because when we first met and started building the People's Patriot Project, now granted, not everyone on earth has 5 children, for the record, and that it is what it is. I didn't realize, and no, not that it's any of my business, to be honest with you, that it was right in the fertile moment of children getting into the prime time of just letting loose and getting things done. 0 grandchildren when I met her, and we're at 12 now, and so it is a congratulations, but I openly and I do say, when we're doing WeP3 stuff, family first. It is family first. It will always be family first, because I know what it's like to not have like the other family pieces, because they don't exist in my spirit. Family first, and then the mission, and of course God is in there. And I'm not a big fan. This would be me again, my opinion. I'm not a big fan of like God, country, family. I'm like, you know what? Family, mission, and God's just a given. It's in all of it. That's the way it should be. And I don't know that I need to proactively say God first, but because he's just there, and that's that. We're there. I get to speak a lot during this stuff. And I always want more people to speak. And maybe I off-put people by like, just talk. But we're there, and we're at the final moments. Go ahead, Jamey.
Miss Andrea, I'm gonna tell you that moment that I watched my oldest son pick up my first grandbaby. She's a girl. Her name's Jocelyn. When he picked her up and he held her for the first time, and I watched the transition of the "oh no" go to "I got it."
Yeah.
That's what secured me as a grandfather. I was like, yeah, this is a different role, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all will get to experience. Frank, I know you got grandbabies, right?
Oh,
no,
I don't know of.
Nope.
No. Well, it's a different feeling. It really is. I mean, when I became a father, I didn't know what I was doing at all whatsoever. I mean, I was still in the Army running around trying to defend freedom versus being a father, But now when I was seeing that, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm no longer a soldier. I'm no longer a musician. I'm a grandfather, and I've got to do everything I can to help. And it's not monetarily. It's even if it's just you call me and say, Dad, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and tell you I know the exact answer, but I've learned life through the hard way, so I can pretty much guide you that somewhat direction. At least you'll be in the minefield knowing what to look for,
That's a crazy conversation right there, brother, because we've got some people on our network that do absolutely everything for their children. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm not driving an extra 2 hours to go make my children lunch. I'm not. That's there's stuff. No. There's stuff. Peanut butter and jelly works. And sorry if you don't like the crust, you can cut it off yourself. I'm good with that. But
I think you would do it for your grandchildren, though. That's what I mean when I say it's different. It's different, dude. It is. I just read something too a while back that said having grandchildren is a way to put in all the love that you didn't know you were putting in the first. You're so busy running around doing your own kids and trying to make sure you're doing everything right. Hear this and hear that. And now, like you say, we're at a maturity point in our lives where we know we did as much as we could. And now we can put that all in to these little crafty human beings and feel better.
This conversation's been had. My children are afraid to have children knowing that I'm going to be there. It's grandpa's.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's not a bad scared. It's just like they're going to have to deal with it. They know.
Well, you pick on my nephew. He made my nephew eat butter for $1 at a restaurant one time. I see this coming. If your kids are listening right now, I'll send them a healthy warning.
I dared him to eat the pat of butter.
You know, it's two things. You know, it's two things. You know, it's the cats in the cradle with the silver spoon. That's a true story. If you listen to it on, you know, even with the grandbabies. My oldest is 24, but he's got a life now. He's doing his life. So that grandparent is like, well, I want to see her, and it's like, well, we ain't got time. It's like that too. It be's like that, but it's our responsibility as an adult to be like, you know what, it is life. It's not. Don't take it personal. It is life. You aren't always going to be able to link up and see each other, especially when you live 2 hours away.
I full-heartedly believe that to learn, sometimes you got to feel the sting.
Every time.
I'm not the lifeguard that's like, oh, I'm going to. I have another nuance on that lifeguard thing too, and that's a whole. You know, everyone wants to have the good time, but then when you haven't planned and created your opportunity of understanding and you've done the dumb things, and you're going to expect me to come save you. I struggle with that piece too. But at the same time, here we are. We run an organization that helps veterans and first responders. I do personally feel that you don't always learn until you feel the sting. I'll be honest, man. If my kid's doing something dumb and my grandkid's going to be feeling the sting, I'm swooping in and taking care of the grandkid, and I'm still going to let my kid feel the sting. Let's be real about this. It ain't the grandkid's fault that I wasn't the best father, and my kid didn't learn from my real messages, but it is what it is. This is kind of the fun part of the conversation, and the banter and the fun and the looking at puppies. You're like Jimmy Fallon with the puppy bowl right now.
Did you just trade out a puppy?
Is that a different one?
I have two. This is Buddy, and the other one's Valor.
Buddy and Valor.
Yes.
And he's got the smile on his face knowing that he just did something.
Yeah.
And is getting rewarded for doing something naughty is what's happening.
He was chewing his brother's face and wasn't very nice. So now he's with Grandma. This is my grand dog. This is my son's dog.
That works.
Yeah.
That works. Well, we're at the point where we do have to, unfortunately, I think literally this panel could talk for hours and hours and hours and just come up with amazing anecdotes and nuances. And I think that there are a lot of solutions to problems in this panel. And I think we will continue to create that collaboration and build it. But sadly and unfortunately, we do have to close things down at times. And that doesn't mean that the conversation doesn't stop. But we're at the point where we are at final thoughts. And Mr. Frank, why do I say, because my chief's name was McLaughlin. I always have to catch myself because I want to call you Frank McLaughlin. That's not true. That was my chief.
Don't call me late for dinner.
Well, I'm going to call you Frank the Myth. But Frank the Myth starts this conversation off for final thoughts.
Okay. In this past week, I've experienced quite a few things. Unfortunately, my mother-in-law has lived with us for 5 years, and it came time to move her into a facility that could help her better than we can. And it was tough. But when you go over there, you understand that life's journey, there's two things that we all have. We're all born and we all go home at some point in time. And we don't know when. But to go to that facility and see the people that are there with my mother-in-law, it made me feel better because they're all there just enjoying what they have left. And I don't know how long it's going to be. But one of the things I noticed when I was there is there were people in suits that came out, and they played a person as they left and finished their journey. And they did it respectfully, and there was people from the VFW there. Must have been a veteran, and it was from what I could tell, it was a wonderful ceremony. And then on the other end, I found out I'm going to be a grandpa. I have not had the opportunity to say that until right now.
Yay.
And I have 3 daughters. 2 of my daughters are related to me by blood, and my 3rd daughter is related to me by marriage. And I would never call her anything other than the daughter. She's my daughter as much as my other 2. And she's going to have a child. And I'm going to be a grandfather of a little boy. And I can't wait. I also have some other news. One of my other daughters is also pregnant. And she's having a boy as well.
Oh, wow.
So over the next 8 to 9 months, I'm going to be a busy person.
Yeah, and when we met Frank, he had no grandchildren, and in about a year and a half, he's going to have 12 again. So it's
well, the more people know about me and my book, I mean, there may be more that I don't know of, and I'd welcome them just like any other.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Congratulations.
Love it.
Are your final thoughts over, Frank?
Well, I understand the best thing about grandkids is you can give them back to their parents when they do bad things.
If they don't get too far away, I think that's what happens here. They duck and run. And
Yeah,
can't
well,
get back till the next day.
I got these little things called geolocators.
Mr. Peacock, final thoughts, brother.
Man, how deep you want me to go? I appreciate y'all letting me come on. Like I said, give me the platform. Y'all, with every endeavor that y'all go, I pray that God blesses it. To the veterans out there watching, if you're not a part of your VFW, I know that some VFW problems, they have problems, but the only way to fix a problem is to be a part of the solution. And if you have had bad taste in your mouth about VFWs, me too. And I've had to try multiple locations to find the perfect fit. But the VFW is there for a reason. It's purposed. We need you. We need you alive. We need you present. We need you with us. As far as my music, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I post every day. I try to do something different. I'm not trying to go viral and none of that. Like I said, my whole purpose is leaving a breadcrumb trail for my children and my grandchildren. And if you're ever in Northeast Texas, look us up. Down Home. They got a Facebook page and market. Y'all, if y'all need anything from me, just let me know. We'll talk.
Absolutely awesome. Miss Eichmann.
There's so many things tonight that is like a reconnection. First of all, Noel, thank you. Just all the pieces and all the willingness to talk about collaboration and doing things together, and it just resonates with everything that we've been working on as well. So I think that's awesome, and it's always refreshing to meet someone who's in the grind right at the moment and living it, and I love it. And same, Jamey. I can't wait until our events get rolling where we can just pull in you from Northeast Texas and everyone else. Again, that collaboration piece. just to compound the building of the mission that we've started and get all those music pieces rolling. I didn't realize, I think everybody in life could say, yes, music is healing. I don't think everybody looks at it or realizes it. And I didn't really pay it a lot of attention until I got into, I didn't serve. So until I came into this world and we started doing this and we started meeting, I'll tell you what, the first gentleman who came on here and shared his story, and it led right into this song he had written, and then he sang it for us. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy how it touched him. He teared up in the middle of the story and the song, and then we all teared up, and then it just all, and I just thought, wow, that was cool. And it just kept growing and rolling like that. And so the music has taken on a whole new appreciation from me. And I've learned so much in that respect. And so I just want to thank you for being on here and to continue the word that we've started putting out with the healing and the music hand in hand as well. And I have to chuckle at all the Frank, congratulations. I didn't know if we could say anything yet. So if we knew about this, if we could say, if we knew anything, and sorry, I might have blown that. But anyway, I'm so excited. Not one, but two. I've said, clearly in 7 years, it rained, it poured for me. Once it starts rolling, it keeps rolling, and it'll be an amazing journey for you. And by the way, I just had this because I carried this with me all weekend, and I got to read. Oh, I don't know how to make it not blurry because it's got me. Anyway, it's Defending the Eagle by Frank DeMyth. It's the second. Oh, there we go. There it is. Second in the series. Thank you, Frank. I have this nice little note inside. Before I really, that'll be famous someday. Famous, sir. Someday. I won't sell it though because I love it. So yeah, see if you can get Frank's books. They're good. I'll just suffice it to say I was using it also to tune out things that I don't want to listen to. So anyway, no chuckling, Peterson. Because we build this mission on collaboration, about meeting people, about hearing and sharing their stories. And I just thank you for the Vietnam veteran visits as well. Right here in Minnesota, we have a big thing going on for all of the Vietnamese veterans, Korean veterans that are here too, that are building. There's such a big group, just all of Southeastern Asian veterans that we have in our state, and they are getting together, and their voices, man, do they need to be heard. Like the war that they can't even really acknowledge, right? The oceans. So yeah, there's so many big communities of those veterans in the cities here too. And it's just, I want it to be crazy cool because it's crazy cool knowing about it and knowing that it's right here. And I want them to get the things they deserve as well. So thank you for all the backup talk on that. And anyway, but I can't wait to hear more about your mission, Noel, as it builds. We'll be following it and hopefully working hand in hand. Thank you for the references. And gosh dang, we love Joey. That guy, I wish we lived closer because shaking hands and hugging would be awesome on him too.
Yes, right. 81 from day one.
I swear and his mama McNutt, she's something else too. But and Jamey, we're probably we go to Texas a lot. We're probably gonna shake hands sooner than later.
Look forward to it.
It's awesome. Thanks for being on, you guys.
Miss Noel.
So this is always what I lead with. Just remember, everybody's going through something. And when you approach someone, have that in the back of your mind. Lead with love, lead with light, and do things for others. Once you start living that way and you're doing things for others, you're truly living your life. Because when you're selfish and you're doing things for yourself, you're not doing anything to leave a legacy at all. So I see that in every single one of you on here. I am grateful to have connected with you all. And I look forward to continuing to grow with you guys and to connect with others to help this mission that you guys have going just establish into something that you guys never thought possible. I see good things, and I'm just, grateful to be amongst those that have the same kind of mindset that I do. So thank you for bringing me on.
Absolute blessed again one more time. I have nothing but, again, the amount of proud papa moments. My grandchild is what we've created with the People's Patriot Project. It's my mission too. It's where I put all my God work, and not that I'm God, not that I'm Christ, but the conversations I have with my creator is do something, and this is what we do. This is weird because sometimes people reach out to you and say, oh, you only do this so you can be in front. I'm like, I'm not in the front, and usually I'm in the back, but I lead with and not against, and shut up. Why? The why? We do this to show and prove that there's goodness in our world. If that's not Christ-like, I don't know what is. Reading little funny things. A person goes into HR, and we've received several complaints about your attitude. And my response would be, that is perfect. Did everyone compliment me for my honesty? And I think that's the piece we forget sometimes. I'm not in charge how people receive me. That's the truth. Sometimes I do hurt people's feelings. And I'm also bold enough and big enough to say sorry when I do that. I know when I don't do the right things, and it might take a minute. I got a good return and recovery moment too. When things go south and sideways, give me a minute. I'll be back. That's the truth. We are all human. We all don't do it right. I'm not everyone's favorite flavor. I have some people that speak of me of being one of the greatest guys ever. It's not my intent. I got some people that tell me I'm the worst person on the face of the earth. Both of them are right. And I'm okay with that. The funniest thing is when my students, and they do this, call me an asshole. And I told them, well, that might have been a goal. And that's the reality. And that's not how I have great relationships. And if you hate me, you don't know me. That's the reality. We are here to build something and grow something and do something that no one else has ever done. I will do a quick shout out. I don't know if you'll hear it, buddy, but I would like to say thank you to Ryan Ferrick. It's not a veteran. It's not a first responder, but he will absolutely hear my truth, accept my truth, and at least understand my truth. And he is probably one of the best friends a person could ever have.
Aww.
We have been absolutely blessed by our guests tonight. Thank you for the WeP3. What's happening? We're having audio problems over here. I don't know what it is. We bless. Thank you. Thank you for the WeP3 team. Thank you for our supporters. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you for all those people that come in and want to do something bigger and better. We appreciate you. I don't have the graphic for it, but next week we've got Jen Benny with Walk with History and Pinups for Vets. And also Shane Shrek is coming back to us, not with the Shrek method, but with his music. And we're excited to have him and have these amazing people. We're here every Sunday at 1800 Central Standard Time. We've been here for 302 weekends in a row, and it's been more than that. We weren't smart enough to know to keep track in the beginning. Tomorrow at 16:30, we will be back for all WeP3 stuff. We'll share the highlights of Noel and Jamey in tonight's episode, and we'll also share all the other things that the People's Patriot Project's getting done. Gosh. Again, proud Papa moments. Thank you all. Make sure you're checking your six. Go find your people, talk to them, let them know you're there, take care of you, and we will see you when the smoke clears. Patriot Pride.